Welcome to another Faith Note for today. From Ephesians chapter 4, hear these words. Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, so that your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them. I wonder sometimes why things are the way they are. For example, why is it okay to shout at a basketball game as an opponent is trying to make a free throw after being fouled, but it's not okay to make noise as a golfer tees off? Football is a full contact sport. What would baseball look like if it was a full contact sport beyond the occasional fights already occurring? The first thing that you might be saying to yourself is that if you change the rules, it's no longer baseball or football or golf. You might also be thinking that such changes are absurd, and you are right. Over the span of my ministry, I've come to the conclusion that life really is, in and of itself, a full contact sport. We are constantly bumping into one another. Sometimes it's friendly contact, leaving us feeling good about the world. Other times it's a collision of epic proportions that leaves us broken, hurt, and feeling betrayed. All too often we hear in the news how conflict has been resolved in a violent, deadly means. In the midst of conflict, a host of emotions can be triggered by the inflection of your voice or a facial expression. You can express yourself as much by the words you choose as the way in which you say them. Word rules are helpful in sports because they keep us on a level playing field. Rules are also helpful in life. If you find yourself on the receiving end of an offensive confrontation, it would be helpful to think through your next steps before lashing out. Let me offer you some suggestions. First, choose your words carefully. The words you express can help to extinguish the fire, or it can add fuel to the flames. Honestly, choose or listen to what's being said, even if it's painful to hear. Third, consider what the situation looks like from the perspective of the other person. Not everyone sees the world as you see it. Sometimes insight can be gained by considering where others are coming from and how they've interpreted your actions. 4, remember remain civil in your disagreements. Raising your voice, making threats, or taking the disagreement personal rarely comes to a healthy ending. 5, be prepared to say I'm sorry if you're at fault. Keep it simple. Remember, adding any kind of excuse to justify your actions nullifies your apology. And then finally, the last point, recognize that on some occasions, the best place you can get to is to agree to disagree. Respect that decision and then move on. Life is short, contact is inevitable. How you respond to those around you reflects as much about your character as it does about those with whom you collide. Thank you for watching another Faith Note for today. From James chapter 1, hear these words. Understand this, my dear brothers and sisters. You must all be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to get angry. Human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. Amen.